Okay, recording going. So, yeah, well, on behalf of thank you, Casper, for your time and to welcome everybody here. And this is your repeat session, I think, isn't it? And
yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, thank you for coming back and doing this again, for everybody who's coming in. So I'd like to hand over to you on your presentation, Takes a Village to Raise a Digital Citizen. So thank you, Casper.
Thanks, Shane. Hi, Kate. Hi, Miriam. Hopefully we get some more people in because it's going to be interesting with the few polls I have that we only have a couple of people in. But hey, that's the way it is. And it's great that it gets recorded. Yeah, the recording is on so that other people can watch it at their leisure if they so desire. Look, first of all, my own experience with this iMoot has been really terrific. I've seen some talks that I really was able to take away some valuable information, and I love the platform like probably everyone else. Moodle has been my choice in learning management systems. Having seen quite a few of them and gone through a number of MOOC experiences, getting a sense of what works, what doesn't work, and what I do like about Moodle is it's right from the start it's been designed for teachers, for education, and it has a very constructivist philosophy behind it, which I can really connect with, and have taken this Moodle. And really, let me see what's being said. Hi, I'm shutting the webcam. Having some trouble. It's still audio issues, eh? Kate, maybe leave the session. Hi, are you all hearing okay now? That's there's a little hand on the left-hand side. You can just raise your hand if you're okay. Okay, that way. Yes, good. So. Basically, Moodle has been a choice for me in that, this constructivist approach behind it really works for me, and I wanted to take that and really amplify that, and that's why I look at very much using Moodle in a social context. When I went through my MOOC experiences where you're really like now working with people that have very little social relationship with each other than the interests they may share. My interest is working with groups of people that do know each other. And so there's a prior relationship, but there may be something within these groups that needs to be discussed and is not so easily done. And in this particular situation where we have school communities, you've got teachers, you've got parents, and you've got students. They all know each other, presumably. And but talking about how they're using technology and the likes, maybe talked in ad hoc, but not in depth and not really collectively where there's real learning going on. And so Moodle is ideal for that. And so I've designed this program to really facilitate that process. So let's we all got overwhelmed with this technology stuff. I don't know how many educators we have here, but let's have a quick look. So what is your background? Just this generally works well for big audiences, but let's see what Kate and Miriam are doing. So instructional designer and a Moodle techie. Okay, now teachers. Well, that's good. With these little polls, you can immediately gauge if who is in the room, and then act accordingly. So I probably will talk a little bit more about it from a designer point of view. But I think the thing that I contribute in this iMoot is this whole idea of using Moodle in a social context and really amplifying that. So digital citizenship is a big issue. That's the topic that I'm using. It's a good topic to use in this social context because One, it's new, and you've got your students, you've got your parents, and you've got your teachers, and they all know bits of it, but it's very disjointed, and some of it is completely gone, not there at all in the first place. And the interesting thing in these situations is that students actually have, in many ways, superior knowledge to the other two groups about these issues. But there's a lot of stuff lacking. And so an ideal topic to use in this social context, because don't worry about this. It basically forces people to work together in a way where the parents, teachers, and students each will be learning from this process, but also will be feeding into this process, creating new knowledge. And of course, all to the benefit of teaching students internet maturity. But there's aspects to this. Teachers are learning, parents are learning, students are learning, but they also feel that they own what they are learning because they are contributing to it. And that's a really important issue, particularly for students. This program evolves around the digital citizenship policy, which is common to schools. When kids enter grade 7 or middle school, they are being given this document called the AUP, Acceptable Use Policy, basically a behavior document statement. And the parents and the students have to sign this, and they have very little knowledge about this document. And that's the good enough kind of approach to things for most schools. Then when some issue comes up, like a cyberbullying or what have you, then that document is pulled out and said, look, you've been very naughty, you've broken this rule. But there's very little education about it, and so I've set out to change that using this kind of program. So a program like that, really needs to be community focused. That's obvious. It also needs to be balanced, because there's so much negativity about, the fear of what can